Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. Al Jazeera reports that U.S. President Donald Trump has departed for Beijing to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Trump indicated that discussions with the Chinese leader would include a long talk about Iran, but he emphasized that trade would be the primary focus of their meeting. Concurrently, Iran's foreign ministry spokesman Esmail Baghaei commented on the ongoing U.S.-Israel war on Iran, characterizing it as a struggle between a proud people and professional liars who fabricated justifications for atrocity. An Al Jazeera correspondent in Washington, D.C., observed that Trump's stance on the conflict seems to imply that a ceasefire will persist until he declares otherwise, a statement that appears to contradict his earlier assertion that he would win the war peacefully or otherwise. Lebanon's health ministry has also reported that Israeli attacks on Lebanon have killed 2,883 people and injured 8,787 since March 2, with 2 paramedics killed and a third wounded in a recent targeted attack on emergency workers in southern Lebanon. According to NBC News, Russia successfully test-fired its new Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missile on Tuesday. President Vladimir Putin hailed the launch, asserting that the nuclear-armed Sarmat is the most powerful missile in the world, and its individually targeted warheads are over 4 times more powerful than any Western equivalent. The missile, known as Satan II in the West, is intended to replace the older Soviet-built Voyvoda system and is expected to enter combat service by the end of the year. Capable of suborbital flight with a range exceeding 21,700 miles, it can penetrate missile defenses. This launch is part of Russia's ongoing nuclear force modernization and follows Putin's recent statements that the conflict in Ukraine is nearing an end. Russia views these new weapons, including hypersonic glide vehicles and nuclear-powered drones, as a response to U.S. missile defense developments and a way to maintain strategic balance. The U.S. State Department revealed on May 12 that during a phone conversation in late April, U.S. Secretary of State Rubio and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi reached a consensus that the collection of transit fees in the Strait of Hormuz by any country is unacceptable. This agreement, reported by Everete Lee News NNN, is seen as a strategic move by both countries to project a unified stance on a critical international waterway ahead of a planned U.S.-China summit. Previously, on May 5, Secretary Rubio had expressed his hope that China would exert its influence on Iran to cease any potential blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, underscoring the international community's concern over the security and freedom of navigation in this vital shipping lane. The joint declaration opposing transit fees could serve to de-escalate tensions and facilitate diplomatic efforts in the region. The Kuwaiti Interior Ministry announced on May 12 the arrest of 4 officers belonging to Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC. According to a report by the Liberty Times, these individuals are accused of attempting to infiltrate Kuwait's Bubiyan Island by sea with the intent of sabotage. The infiltration operation reportedly occurred on May 1st. The arrested naval officers confessed to conducting hostile actions against Kuwait and admitted they were assigned an infiltration mission by the IRGC. During a clash with Kuwaiti forces on the island, 1 Kuwaiti soldier was injured, while 2 other IRGC members managed to escape. Kuwait's foreign ministry strongly condemned Iran's actions, calling it a blatant violation of Kuwaiti sovereignty and a serious breach of international law. Kuwait has demanded that Iran immediately and unconditionally cease all illegal hostile acts and has summoned the Iranian ambassador to lodge a strong protest. This incident comes amidst ongoing tensions and previous attacks by Iranian missiles and drones on Kuwait. NTD News reports that President Donald Trump is on his way to China for a high-stakes meeting with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. Ahead of the summit, Trump declared that he does not believe he needs Xi's assistance regarding the situation with Iran. He stated, "They're defeated militarily, and they'll either do the right thing or will finish the job." The visit occurs as the United States and Iran remain deadlocked in the Middle East, with Trump noting on May 11 that the ceasefire is on life support and Tehran's response to a U.S. peace proposal was unacceptable. Beyond Iran, the summit agenda is crowded with other critical issues such as rare earths, Taiwan, and trade, with American stakeholders holding diverse expectations for potential deals and the release of individuals detained in China. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.